Rates are in a holding pattern waiting for the Fed's next move. Hey, it's Eric Osnes here with Homebridge Financial Home Mortgage with my weekly update on mortgage rates from the economy for the week ending January 20th, 2023. Well, mortgage rates bounced around a bit this week, but were largely range bound as they look towards comments from Fed governors to give them more clarity on the next interest rate moves the Fed might make. Will they hike 0.5% at their next FOMC meeting on February 1st? Or will they slow that pace down to a 0.25% hike? They're going to hike one way or another. We just don't know how much. But with increasing signs that inflation has peaked, bond traders are looking for any hints, of a softening stance from Fed governors. This week, though, the biggest statistics were all about housing. In fact, existing home sales this week came in down 1.5% month over month, which was a little bit better than expectations. But here's one thing that the press is going to get wrong. The median home price fell to $367,000, but that does not mean that home prices are falling. It's the median. It means that half the homes sold for more than that and half the homes sold for less than that. And especially, we know that homes over about the $1 million mark are pretty soft. So that part of the market's coming down a little bit, and that brings the median down, but it's not a crash. And in fact, median home prices and with those dropping, in addition to that, inventories remain tight. 970,000 units of inventory nationwide. That's down from 1.14 million in the month of November. That's about 2.9 months of supply. And we know that a normal market has about 4.6 months of supply. So we're still on the seller's side of things. And at 970,000 units of inventory, actually only about 690,000 are actually available to purchase. That's because 280,000 of those are already under contract. So the drop in inventory this time of year, especially, is normal considering the holiday season and our weather, wind, snow, ice, flooding, pestilence, you name it, we've had it. So the housing market is still tight. The average home is on the market only about 26 days, with 57% of those homes selling in 30 days or less. So if you're still waiting on a strategy of that housing Armageddon to buy your home, you might want to rethink that strategy. Anyway, for the week, interest rates were relatively flat. Here are the national averages. Conventional 30-year fixed rate, 6.11%. That's up just a little slightly from last week. 15-year fixed rates, conventional 5.15%, down about 0.1 from last week. FHA and VA 30-year fixed rates, 5.7 to 5.75%, just up slightly from last week. 30-year jumbos, 5.66%, just down slightly from last week. 5/1 ARMs, 5.96%, down slightly from last week. And again, I don't put a ton of emphasis on that 5/1 ARM because those 5/1 and 7/1, 10/1 adjustable rate loans are pretty much all over the board. So we can find all kinds of different things available for those. Moving on, first-time home buyers are back. In the month of December, the first-time home buyers were out in force. The number of first-timers jumped in December to 31% from 28%. That's good news for the housing market in general, as that will help also push along the move-up buyers, as well. If the lack of a down payment is holding you back, we've got options. We have multiple down payment assistance programs available, zero down programs. If you earn less than about $180,000 a year in Washington State, you may be eligible for a zero down program. So just think about that. To find out about these or other programs, you need to take my class. I volunteer for the Washington State Housing Finance Commission. I've done that for over 20 years. And we offer a free certified first-time homebuyer class. Homebuyer education is required for all down payment assistance programs. So in our class, we cover all the basics, the financing options, but also the home buying process, credit, other life skills, some things that you I'm guarantee you didn't even know about. And also we'll give you smart tips on how to make your home buying process much more smooth and easy. The idea is to make sure that you walk into the home buying field educated and comfortable with the process, knowing what to expect. So we've got 2 classes forming now and more on the way. Upcoming here, Wednesday, February 8th, night school, 4:30 to about 9:30 p.m. in Tukwila. Saturday, March 4th, in Tacoma. That's a day class, 9:30 a.m. till about 2:30 p.m. Yeah, it's a 5-hour class. It'll go by like you have no idea. So the Tacoma class will be available at our Homebridge locations in Tacoma or also via Zoom. And so be sure and reach out to me if you'd like to register. Space is limited. And if, in the meantime, if you have other finance related or story problems you need solved, just reach out. You can call me 206-915-3742. That's 206-915-ERIC. You can email me, eric@ericismybanker.com. Look for me on social media. Just search Eric is my banker and you'll find me. Hope that information is helpful for all of you. Hope you have a wonderful weekend. We'll talk to you next week.